Ultra Evil Media.
Hello folks, I'm JR. I am with
Rose Quartz.
Quartz. Wait, what's your real name?
Oh, Megan. Sorry.
No, you're good. I'm with Megan. I'm gonna ask you a few questions. And is this your first con?
No, it is not.
How many cons have you been to?
3 different ones, but I've been to those multiple times.
Is this your first A-kon?
It is my first A-kon.
What other cons have you gone to?
Nebraska-con and NACA-con.
Damn. What brings you to A-kon?
My friend offered for me to come, and I really wanted to because I heard it was a really big convention, and it is.
Oh yeah, it's massive, especially on Saturday.
Oh, yeah.
Yesterday, but it was weird because yesterday was like, oh, everything's going crazy, and then I didn't go to sleep until like 5 in the morning. It's like, that's a bad decision. Go to sleep early, guys. It's really bad to do that.
The cons I've been to yesterday felt like a Saturday.
I know, right? It just felt, you feel the overwhelming power of love from people. It's amazing. What's the coolest thing you've seen in the con?
Probably one of the mecha suits. They were really cool.
I need to find those guys, because like, I heard that they can transform. And supposedly one guy worked on it for like 3 years, and that he made like, he spent like $1,000 on it.
I wouldn't doubt it.
It's incredible. What's your nerdy thing? What's the thing that makes you go crazy when you see it?
Probably Homestuck kind of stuff. And Steven Universe cosplay.
Oh, Steven Universe.
Cosplay in general.
Cosplay. Steven Universe is a really good show. If you haven't checked it out, it's a really cool coming to age story. And it starts out kind of like, okay, this is pretty cool, and it just keeps getting better and better every time. There's one scene, spoilers by the way, spoilers for Steven Universe. Is it okay? Have you caught up?
Yeah, I've seen all of it.
Okay, spoilers. One of the coolest lines I ever heard is from Garnet, where she sits down with a guy and basically says, do you remember the line?
Kind of.
He's like, I love you at first sight. Like, that's not real.
Yes. It's that love is work, and
it takes both people to, accomplish it. Yeah, so yeah, it's a great, like, way to tell kids, yeah, this is how love really is, you know? So it's an amazing show. Go check it out. Steven Universe, guys.
Plus tiny space lesbians.
Tiny space lesbian. Tips or tricks for Congors?
Huh?
Any tips or tricks you have for Congors?
Bring lots of water. And definitely bring an extra cosplay, even though you don't think you might wear it, because you'll always need something really comfortable to wear if you get tired.
Yeah, because like I've seen people wearing these massive cosplays, and sometimes it's best to just kind of wear a casual cosplay. You still want to cosplay? Wear something casual, because it's the best way. We're like, oh man, I can't deal with this the whole day, so just wear something casual. Think of something.
Kigus are really nice.
What are kigus?
Like the onesies, kind of. Like they're usually kind of little animals. Sometimes they'll be like Pikachu and stuff. I have the sheep one. I wear it when I get tired of all my other cosplays.
Yeah, that's a good one, especially in the cold nights.
Yeah. Not so much for hot Texas though.
Oh no. Yeah, last week it was you needed it. This week it's like, oh god.
I'm like dying.
What are you cosplaying for the people at home?
Just what I'm cosplaying here?
Yeah, what are you cosplaying?
I'm cosplaying Rose Quartz from Steven Universe.
And who is that? If people who haven't seen the show, watch the show.
It is Steven's mother.
I love the whole idea that they can't get pregnant, and like you have this kind of idea what happened to her. And it's pretty cool. I love it. How long did it take you to get this ready?
For the dress, it took me about 4 days to sew, but that was just straight through sewing. I didn't have school or anything. The wig took about 10 hours to style, and the rest is just stuff I bought.
So tell us the sewing process. Like, what's the most difficult part of that?
Getting the skirt layered right, because I had a lot of trouble with patches that weren't covered with the ruffles and stuff. And making the cutout on the stomach for the gem right. I ended up having to actually just use tight material over white fabric, because if I left it like that, it would have looked really strange. So I had to do that instead of just having it cut out in the gem glued onto my stomach.
Because I feel if you do cut it, it starts ripping, and it just keeps going and going and going. If you do, it starts happening.
There are
Right?
ways to keep it, but the star would not have kept its shape. And Rose is obviously a bigger girl, and I'm a bigger girl, and there'd be really awkward places. Right there, especially, like, you know, stomach hanging out a little bit. I don't want that, so this is much better.
Gotcha. Okay, thank you. Your favorite cosplay you've done?
Honestly, so far, probably this one. I'm sorry.
You're good. This one? Okay. And so my next question: why this character? Why is it this character that you want to represent love for?
I love this character so much because she's represented in the thing. She's represented all like graceful and stuff. When in reality, she's a huge, complete like dork, you know. And she gave up a lot for what she loved, you know.
Yeah. When I saw the episode of the origins of how Steven's father and mother met, it really hit hard to how she was like, well, I do like you, but you're gonna be sad with me because you will die one day. And so it's a pretty powerful moment, especially when Steven's dad's like, well, too bad, because you're my life now.
Yeah.
And it's like, wow, that is corny, but it works. It's so lovely. Any tips or tricks for future cosplayers?
Start small if you're just starting, and then work to everything bigger. Because obviously, keep your first cosplay so you can see how far you've come in the future. I have my very first cosplay, which was awful. It was Conda from The Gray Man, and it was bad.
It's amazing because like a lot of people put too much pressure on themselves when they say, I want to do that one. And then they come out being like, oh, I guess I don't want to do it anymore because it didn't come out right. But that's not the issue. It's like you just keep going. You learn from the skills, you learn from your mistakes, and you learn and grow as a person. It's basically. And thank you very much. That's all the questions I have. Have a wonderful A-kon 26, and remember, learn something new every day, then talk about it. See ya.